Welcome back students to your social studies class. So today we will learn one more new chapter, which is knowledge is power. In this chapter we will learn regarding the written records, birth of numbers, invention of paper and power of the printing press. So now let's start the chapter. Communication in the past. So communication has undergone tremendous change over centuries. Okay, so it has been changed along with the time. Language existed long before writing developed. People in the earlier times communicated with gestures. Gradually, these were replaced by oral communication. Humans began to draw pictures on cave walls, and such cave painting can be seen in various caves across India, France, and Spain. Whether this represented a story or a ritual is difficult to understand. So, ritual means procedure which is generally followed in a religious ceremony. Okay, so it is confusing whether they represent a story or a ritual. Native Americans also used smoke signals in order to communicate with each other. And in Africa, some tribes used drum beats to convey messages. So these are some of the way they communicate. Okay, or they convey messages. So the next is written records. The Mesopotamian writing system is believed to be the oldest one. Clay tablets with designs have been found which may have been used for counting animals or quantity of grains. So this is how they count their animals and the quantity of grains. These clay tablets later evolved into pictures or inscriptions. Now Egyptians developed a script that is known today as hieroglyphics, and this was a picture-based script. Okay, and 24 alphabets were made from these pictures by the Egyptians. The script of China, Korea and Japan is pictorial as well. Okay, so it comprises of pictures. Now, today one can get any information at the click of a button, and even people who are rules away from each other are able to communicate with each other because there was a tremendous changes in the communication system. Sumerians were the next to develop a script, and this is called the cuneiform script, and it had symbols shaped like wedges which were drawn on clay tablets. The word script can be defined as a kind of writing, and it is from this script that Romans and Greeks got their alphabets. Also the English language developed from here. Language was a product of an agricultural society. It is that when humans began growing foods and started leading a settled life, the world's oldest known alphabet appeared to have been used in Egypt. And so the world's oldest known alphabet were used in Egypt. Okay. These alphabets are basically symbols to which different sounds have been added. Now the first Indian script developed in the Indus Valley around 2600 BCE, and it is still undeciphered, means it is still not understandable. Okay, the script. Later Indian scripts like Brahmi and Kharosthi developed, and which enable us to learn about the literature, mythology and history of ancient India. Okay, so this script help us to understand about the literature, history of the ancient India. Over 200 modern Indian scripts were based on the Brahmi script, and the oldest evidence of the Brahmi script belongs to the 4th century BCE. And this was followed by the Devanagari script, which served as the foundation of many Indian languages. The script of South Indian languages is different, and this script is known as Dravidian script. Okay, so these are some of the script. Now, Panini was taught sacred Sanskrit shlokas orally by his guru. To make the rules of Sanskrit language clearer, he wrote a book titled Ashtadhyayi in the 4th century BCE, and it is a complete grammar book of the Sanskrit language. So, in order to make us understand the rules of Sanskrit language, he wrote a book. Now the birth of numbers. So when human beings settled down and started growing crops, they grew a need for keeping a count of the same. So for that they need to keep records of the same. So at the beginning, people used pebbles and sticks in order to keep counts. However, soon enough dots, signals and strokes took their place. Numbers and counting begins around 4000 BC in Sumeria. And as trade grew, there was a need to keep a track of people, crops, artisan and animals. Okay, so they need to maintain a record. This required an organized system, and the method of counting began by using tokens. It was the Egyptians who transformed number 1 from a unit of counting things to unit of measuring things. Okay, now in Egypt around 3000 BCE, the number 1 became the unit of measurement. It is used to measure length. The Egyptian civilization were also the first to invent different symbols for different numbers. Like for example has been given, the symbol of 1 was a line, the symbol for 10 was a row. So these are different symbols. Around 500 BCE, one of the greatest achievements of mankind was invented. It was the number 0, and it was a huge development in math. Today the number system called the Indo-Arabic system is used all over the world, and it was commonly thought that have been developed by Indian mathematicians and taken to the West by Persian and Arab mathematicians. Now the decimal system was developed in India because people counted on their 10 fingers. Okay, so they used the fingers to count. The Chinese used an abacus in order to maintain records. Chinese used the abacus for keeping the records. Indian system of numbers was known as Hinsa by Arabians, and the word Hinsa means something that belongs to India. Okay, so Hinsa means something that belongs to India. Okay, now the history of paper. So before the invention of paper, the Egyptians used papyrus, which is a thick paper-like material produced from the pith of the papyrus plant. Okay, and the Egyptian used this plant not only as a writing material but also for making things like boats, mats, ropes, mattresses and baskets. The first paper as we see it today was discovered by the Chinese after experimenting for many years. So the paper which we are seeing nowadays was discovered by whom? By the Chinese. Earlier the Chinese soaked old rag in water and for a long time and pulped them, and the Chinese guarded this secret of paper making for 500 years. Keep the process as secret. Writing books by hands became a laborious process because it took a lot of hard work. The books were rare, means limited and expensive, and as a result did not gain popularity. So that is, as it is expensive, so it doesn't have much popularity. Next is printing press. So the Chinese used wooden blocks and ink to print scrolls and textiles. Wood block printing was a slow process. Okay, because the woods had to be carved out differently for different stages. Johannes Gutenberg in the 1450s invented the first printing press in Germany. Okay, and he made molds of sand in which he poured molten metals. He then made identical metal block of each letter. So for each letter he made one metal block, and then when put together they formed words and sentences. The first printed book was the Gutenberg Bible that came out in 1456, and 200 copies of this book were printed, and sheepskin were used for this purpose. With the discovery of the process of printing, it became easier to print more books, and that too at lower cost. Okay, so with the help of the printing press, it became easier to print more books, and this meant that a lot more people could now buy books and read them. Okay, so as it was not expensive and limited like before, many people could now buy books and read them. Since then, printing had advanced considerably, and nowadays we can see that books, newspaper, magazines that are colorful and attractive, and they are available at decent price, means affordable price. Okay, and we are now have different kinds of printers also in our home. Braille. Braille scripts enables the blind and the partially sighted people to read and write through touch. Okay, so it's a script which helps the blind people to read and write by touching it. It was invented by Louis Braille, who was blind and became a teacher for the blind. So he was himself blind and he also teach the blind people. This script consists of pattern of raised dot arranged in cells of up to 6 dots in a 3 into 2 configuration, and each cell represents a letter, a numeral or a punctuation marks. Okay, so he invented this script for the blind people to read and write. So this is all about this chapter. I hope this video will help you to understand this chapter, and soon we will meet in our next class. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.